Okay, now we're going to look at pages 5 and 6. We're going to write formulas using our Lewis structures. So if we look at number 1 here, I want you to draw the structure for magnesium and calcium. So remember, magnesium, we have to look what group it's in. It's in group 2, which means it has 2 valence electrons. I'm going to draw magnesium with 2 valence. Then I'm going to look at chlorine. It is in group 17 here, which means it has 7 valence electrons. So I'm going to draw chlorine, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I pair them up, 5, 6, 7. So the whole point of this, in order for them to be happy, is to have 8 valence electrons around it. So remember, we sort of talked earlier about gaining and losing. Magnesium has 2. He either wants to give up those 2 or gain 6. It's a lot easier for him to give up the 2. Whereas if you look at chlorine here, it's a lot easier for him to gain the 1 because then he's happy. So what we're going to do is magnesium is going to be nice and give it to chlorine. Okay, so chlorine is perfectly happy because he has 8 valence electrons around it. However, if you take a look at magnesium, he isn't quite happy because he still has 1 valence electron around it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another chlorine here with 7 valence electrons, and we're going to give this valence electron to the chlorine. So now if you look, this has 8 electrons, this has 8 electrons, and this guy gave up 2, which means he now has 8. So everybody is happy. So the way that we write this formula here is we go Mg, and my subscript below is however many magnesiums I used. So that would be 1, and then I go Cl, and I use 2 chlorine, so it'd be 2. Now, here's one thing you need to know about writing formulas. First of all, you can leave this one here. However, you will never really see me write Mg1Cl2. Whenever we have a subscript of a 1, we just kind of ignore it. We assume by just having that formula, the symbol for that element there, that you have one of them. But if you have multiple, you need to put it. Okay. Now, in all of these on pages 6 and 7, the way that we name it, I'll write my little rules up here because I didn't put it in there. So we name the first element, which in this case would be magnesium. So I'm going to write magnesium. We name the second element. In this case would be chlorine. And there's one last step. We slam IDE at the back end of it. So we kind of drop a few things and put IDE. So instead of magnesium chlorine, we're going to make it magnesium chloride. That is how you name ionic binary compounds. Binary means 2. So if you notice, I have just 2 elements that I'm working with here. Okay, let's do one more. So we got magnesium again with 2. So magnesium. And we have sulfur with, let's find sulfur. It's in group 16, which means it's going to have 6 valence electrons. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is going to give it here. This guy is going to give it here. And everybody's happy. So the way that we write the formula, we only used 1 magnesium and 1 sulfur. The way that we name it, we name Mg, which is magnesium. We name sulfur, and then we slam IDE. So it would be sulfide. I'm going to do one more for you guys, and then I'm going to let you loose. We're going to fly all the way down to number 5 down here. We're going to take a look at beryllium. Beryllium is, if you notice, way over here. It's in group 2, so it needs 2 valence. And then we have nitrogen, which is over here, which is group 5, or 15, so it needs 5 valence. And so now we just go about in making them happy. We're going to take this one and fly it there, this one, fly it there. However, if you notice, beryllium's happy, but nitrogen is not. So I'm going to add another beryllium with 2 valence. This guy's going to go here. This one's happy. This beryllium's happy. This nitrogen is happy. But now this beryllium is not happy. So we're going to take another nitrogen with 5 electrons around it. This guy is going to go here. Well, now we have this beryllium happy, this nitrogen happy, this beryllium happy, but this nitrogen is not happy. So yes, we have to keep adding the 2 elements until everybody turns up happy. So we're going to do beryllium again with 2 valence. This guy's coming here, this guy's coming here. So now this beryllium's happy, this nitrogen is happy with 8, this beryllium's happy, this nitrogen's happy, and this beryllium's happy. So how many berylliums did we use in this case? We had 1, 2, 3 berylliums, so it would be Be3, and then nitrogen, and we used 2 nitrogens, Be3N2. So this would be beryllium, nitrogen, but we're slamming that IDE at the end, so it'd be beryllium nitride. So what I now want you guys to do is work on pages 6 and 7 in the book of fun.